Hello YouTube. Today we're going to talk about programming and I want to explain why I'm going to be talking about it so much, why I'm going to make reviews of programs, why I welcome anyone sending me their program so I can critique it. It's because to me it is critical for natural lifters, whether you're a bodybuilder or a powerlifter, to be able to program for yourself. And the knowledge to program for yourself, to me, doesn't come from books. It doesn't come from YouTube. It doesn't come from someone else telling you exactly what you need to be doing. It comes from you. It comes from your studies. It comes from the knowledge you accumulated lifting. This is also the reason why I will be offering on the channel intermediate, advanced programs. But most of the time, I'm more going to be talking about concepts of programming, and I'm not going to give you templates, or I'm not going to pre-create programs for you unless you have very specific goals in mind, because I think that you should be able to do it. And the reason why I say that is because I personally never followed someone else's program. I've always done my own thing, and I've learned but just by myself, just looking around and getting information from left and right. And I think you can do it too. It's not something that's impossible. And it's a key thing, because once you know how to program for yourself, you become free in a sense. You become free to create the body you want to create, but you also become free from people trying to take advantage of you. And that's most of YouTube fitness, let's be honest. A ton of guys try to sell programs, and it's especially insulting when the programs are pre-made and it's the same template for 100 people. I can understand the train of thoughts if it's a specific program that you make for one person. I understand why you would charge money for that. I'm not going to blame people who do that. I mean, it's the world we live in. You have to make your money. But I do blame the people who buy those programs. Even if you're a complete novice, you should have a spirit of exploration and trying new things out. I understand that certain things you cannot just improvise, like form. You're not going to just randomly grab a bar and decide what a bench press is. There is a certain procedure to follow. But with program, that's where you have that wiggle room, where you can really play around. Now, you might know that I have a novice program for hypertrophy on the channel. The reason why is because I think novices are special in the sense that, one, they're the most numerous on YouTube Fitness, and they are the ones that need to be cuddled a little bit, meaning that I understand that they don't feel comfortable in the gym, it's not an environment they like, and they need to have something to hold on to, something that they know for certain is a stable. And that thing is going to be their program. If they have something that's written down on paper that they can follow, it's going to make them feel confident. And then once they build up their confidence, they can emancipate themselves and do their own thing. So this is, I think, what you should take away from my videos regarding programs. I'm always going to be explaining my choices to educate you, not to teach you what you should be doing, but to show you my train of thought so that you can understand what's behind the decision, understand the decision, and then think about what you would have done. Because if I just tell you, yes, I'll have you do deficit deadlift 6 to 12, just do it, you will learn nothing from it. It's just an order that you follow. But if I tell you, yes, it's a lift that's going to increase the range of motion, most people, it's going to help you learn how to drive with your legs. I'm going to include them in that day because the recovery aspect is better and it synergizes with another lift. Now I'm giving you certain keys of understanding that you can then apply to other areas of lifting that you can replicate and make your own. And this is sort of a broader idea on this channel. And it represents who I am as a man. Is I will not be giving you a fish, I will not be selling you a fish, but I certainly will teach you how to fish. But better than that, I'm not going to tell you exactly how you should be fishing. I'm going to explain to you the broader concept of what fishing is. And then whatever you want is going to be whatever you do. I might fish with a harpoon, you might fish with a net. Both methods work, but there are different approaches. The last thing I want, and this is megalomaniac because this is a small channel and I'm nowhere near that, but I see it in other channels and I never want to become that. I don't want to create an army of clones. People who are going to repeat what I say like it's gospel. People who are going to follow my programs like they're the best invented ever. I want people to think for themselves. So I'm going to give you keys to open doors, sometimes doors that I haven't really explored yet, sometimes some that I've went through in the past, and I'm going to leave you to your own device. And once you've explored and you've circled around, I expect you to come back and share with me so that we can exchange. Because you are not an extension of my person. If you watch this channel, you shouldn't idolize me, and I'm certainly sure that no one will, because I'll make sure of it. Because that type of thinking, of getting into the mental aspect of always believing what something tells you and always following what they say, is going to stunt your growth as a lifter, because you should be able to think for yourself. So this is what, if you get anything from my videos, this is what you should be getting. This is why I'm going to talk about programming a ton. To put the idea of programming in your head. Not to tell you how to, not to tell you what you should be doing or what is right. But just the broad understanding of what a good program should look like for certain goals, and to instill in you the ability to make your own choices and have an eye for BS. Be able to tell immediately if something is strange, it looks strange, if you should maybe be more skeptical of it. All of these things I have, and I think it's very important that you have too, to stay on the right path when it comes to lifting and to make sure that no one can take advantage of you. Thank you for watching that video. As always, I appreciate you and the comments you leave. Have a good day.